Hi, this is Barry here, and you're very welcome to the bonus video. And in this video we are going to have a look at the extensions in the Chrome web store. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the extensions here. Now I just want to show you as well that I still have the extension, the Keywords Everywhere extension, still installed on my Google Chrome, because at the time I found it so useful that, you know, it's still, I still use it today for doing keyword research. And you will find some of these extensions that, you know, you're actually going to fall in love with them yourself, because they're so useful and they're going to add so much functions to your Chrome browser. And the thing is, you know, a lot of people will maybe download the Google Chrome browser, but they'll never actually think of maybe adding extra functions on it to it, like that, like the keyword research, because they don't actually know that it exists. And maybe they haven't got the time to search through the extension store, or, you know, you may find people just don't have a clue how they can actually install an extension and how to work with it. And, you know, if for some people, you know, if it just seems anyway complicated at all, they just switch off and just don't want to get involved because they think they're going to break it or something, or, you know, the whole Google Chrome is going to come crashing down on them or something, and because of that they'll avoid that. And, you know, that was another reason why I made the videos, because as I said in the report, you know, if I had to give away that the extension, you know, I mentioned it free in an email, I knew a lot of people wouldn't bother their head, you know, installing it, because maybe for those reasons they think it was too complicated, I can't do it. But when I showed them how easy it was and all the functions that the keyword tool gave them, you know, I'm sure a lot of people, you know, jumped at it because of that. And, you know, you will find some people like that, maybe little bit, you know, not tech savvy and maybe are a little bit nervous. And, you know, if you explain how to do it perfectly in a video, you know, you're going to find people will actually just, you know, buy a course, because, you know, they'll want to know how to do it properly in case they, you know, in case they overly think they're going to break something or something like that, you know. So for example, here I am here in the extension store. Now if you're not sure what you should be looking for, I'd highly recommend that you go for the extensions that are 4 and 5 star. You will find some of these later further down, maybe 2 and 3 star, and I wouldn't bother with them, because for some of the ones, there was one I downloaded earlier on, and it was supposed to be one which would do an image search, but it would take you to all the free image websites on the internet, and it actually didn't. It only took you to places that were all paid. So, you know, I should have known straight away from the bad reviews before I actually installed it and tested it. So, you know, for that reason, you know, don't waste your time with the 2s and 3s. Go for the 4s and 5s, because these are the ones that people are, you know, falling in love with, who are, you know, using it regularly. And there's no point in making a video course on something that's, you know, it's crap. You're better off doing the stuff that is really good. So I'd stick to the 4s and the 5s. Now if you're not sure what you could create a video course on, you know, I recommend you just go through everything. Maybe just go through the editor picks, because they seem to be highly recommended, and do a video course on one of those. Or even just go through the whole, you know, everything that's in all the extensions that are there, and find one maybe that you as a user would really find helpful, you know, which would help you. You know, you will find ones here, maybe if somebody is into social media, maybe you will find some of these screen capture plugins might be really useful for somebody maybe who wants to put, you know, create images for their Instagram account or Pinterest account or something like that. You know, if you may find, people maybe who are into their productivity, maybe want to, you know, are the kind of people who like things like OneNote web clipper, where they like have, you know, snipping little bits here and there, articles here and there, where they can maybe come back later on at the end of the day and read up on all the information that they've collected. And maybe you could create a course on one of those. So depending on what your audience is, you know, again, as I said in the report, if you haven't got an audience and, you know, you're not too sure, you know, even just do a web search, you know, have a look at some of the options and some of the things that some of these plugins do, and then go over to Google and just type in a kind of related problem and see, are people actually typing in, you know, those questions into Google? Are they looking for a solution to that question? And you will find some of these plugins here will, you know, be very helpful and will answer the problems that they have. So then it's just a matter of you just collecting all those questions from Google and making videos, you know, related to the plugin and how the plugin actually, you know, answers all them problems for them. So again, you know, if you know what your audience is like, you'll know which area to go to, whether it's images, whether it's social media, whether it's productivity. But if you're not sure, you know, just play around with them and see, you'll find something that'll pop out and you'll find really useful that you can create a video course on. Now I'm just going to pause this video here, and I'm just going to show you one that I found just a few minutes ago, which I think was really helpful, and it's something that I myself could actually create a video course on. I might actually do a video course on it, because I think it's very helpful. So here's a plugin I found earlier on, and it's called Later, and what it does is it saves images for Instagram. Now, if you're an Instagram user, or you know somebody who is an Instagram user, you know they're constantly looking for content for their Instagram page. You know, maybe they haven't got the time to create images every day for it. I know sometimes myself I'm a little pushed with time, and sometimes you maybe go over to Pixabay or something like that and you might grab an image over there and you would put it on your Instagram account. But what this plugin does, or this extension does, it opens up the right click feature of your browser. So for example here, once it's installed, when you find an image anywhere on the internet, it's just a matter of simply right clicking on it. Just scroll down a little bit here, just get a better look. As you can see here, it opens up another option on your right click on the menu. So if you wanted to put this image here on your Instagram account, you would simply right click on it, and what the extension does, it sends all your images over to a media library. And then once you have all those images in your media library, what you can actually do with this extension and through later is you can actually schedule that content. You know, you can schedule out and space out those images and how, you know, when they go to your Instagram account. So if you can imagine, you know, somebody who is looking for image for the Instagram account, maybe who is totally rushed for time, you know, I would love a feature of having something that was scheduled. You know, maybe they don't want to buy some big complicated software. Maybe they don't want to sign up to some big program where it's a monthly fee that's going to, you know, like a real professional thing that they're constantly. Maybe they're just kind of somebody who has a small Instagram account, and, you know, maybe over time they will move it bigger, but for at the moment they're starting off small, so they don't want to kind of get into big complicated software and all that. And here is this plugin or this extension that they can add to Google Chrome, and you know, it sends all the images at the, you know, as they're doing the normal browsing during the day, they're picking up all these images and they're just sending them all over together into this huge media library, and then they can schedule all that content. So I'm sure you know, you can imagine people that you know who would be very helpful to have this plugin, who would really, you know, who'd really love to know about it, and you know, maybe they've never actually gone into the Google Chrome store, don't even know this extension exists, and you know, maybe they haven't got the money for this complicated software or some kind of membership thing that they don't want to get into. But as you can see here, like, there is a paid version for this later, but it only works out at $9 a month, which would open up more features, I think, and maybe you can do more posts and maybe a little bit more scheduling. But I'd imagine you probably know somebody who would jump at the chance of having something like this on their hands that only costs them $9 a month, rather than some of these professional, you know, websites or membership things that, you know, it's going to cost them a fortune, maybe $30-40 a month or maybe more, to, you know, keep up with their Instagram account and schedule all the content, when they can do the exact same thing here with this simple extension, you know. So have a look through all the extensions, and you're going to find, you know, they're going to find some amazing ones that you didn't even know existed. And as I said here, like, I could easily create a video course for this. I just created 4 videos for the keywords everywhere. You know, you don't have to go into complicate thing. If you make people aware of that, and again, just take out, you know, all the difficulty and just make it as easy as possible. Just go through and show them how easy it is to install, and then possibly then going over to the later account here and how to set it up. And you never know, there might actually be an affiliate program with this. I'm not sure if there is or not, I haven't gone over, but you will find maybe plugins maybe where you can actually make some money for yourself on the back end, you know, so you can actually sell your video course cheaply, and you can actually have the income from the affiliate as, you know, as a secondary income coming in later on. So again, if you're not sure what you should be having a look at, you know, find something that you yourself would find really, really helpful, you know, and see, could you, you know, is it anyway complicated? You know, maybe the training videos that the plugin or the extension gives are a little bit difficult, and you could make a better one. Again, if you don't have a list of people, you don't know where you could be selling that, you know, there's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping me coming along and creating a video course and, you know, uploading it to Skillshare, because I'd imagine there'd be people over in Skillshare who would jump at the chance of something like this for their Instagram account. You know, I could create a cheap video course. Again, I could create it and sell it on Udemy or somewhere like that, or any kind of those learning platforms. So don't just think that, you know, you need to have a list, you need to know an audience, you know, to have it, to sell it, or you don't even need to go over to the Warrior Plus website to sell it. You can sell this content anywhere, you know. And you know, that is all I did. I just basically just found that keyword everywhere plugin. I found it was really helpful. I liked all the function in it, and I just made a video going through how somebody could use that. Again, I could do the same with this extension here, and show somebody how helpful this would be here. And you know, I can imagine they'd be so grateful that I showed them, you know, something that they could schedule their content, and it was only going to cost them at most $9 a month. So, you know, have a look at the extensions, go through them all. Again, pay attention to the 4 and 5 stars. Stay away from the 2s and 3s because there's reasons why they'll be given low reviews. They mustn't be any good. But you will find some gems in here, and, you know, your audience probably don't even know they're here. You know, if you have maybe an audience who only uses Firefox all the time, they could be losing out maybe because they're not using Google Chrome and they're not availing of all the extensions in here too. So just, you know, just because you know this stuff is in here, don't assume that everybody else knows it's in here, and don't assume that everybody knows how to install extensions and, you know, can use them straight away. You're going to find some people a little bit nervous and, you know, afraid of breaking stuff and maybe, you know, breaking the whole Google Chrome thing and think the whole thing is going to come crashing down top of them. But, you know, you and I know that that's never going to happen. But you will find people who, you know, will need a little hand, you know, holding their hand on while they get it set up and get it up and running. So I hope you enjoyed this video series. Again, thank you so much for buying this product. And again, if you haven't read the report yet, have a quick look through, but I probably have mentioned most of the stuff in the report already in this video. So until we meet again in another video course or another training course, take care and have a great day.